Hello everybody, my name's Stupid Ninja, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build this mini LEGO Transformers 5 The Last Night Drift. Here he is in his vehicle mode of some sort. He shares some designs from Sideswipe, and of course does have gaps. So yeah, I don't know. If you view it from this angle, it looks perfectly fine. Yeah, I think he looks pretty good. He has the studs on the top, which I don't really like very much. But you can't really get rid of those with how I built this. That's basically his vehicle mode. I mean, it doesn't really do much other than just sit there. But yeah, I guess let's get into comparisons, then I'll show you how to transform him. Here is Drift compared to Sideswipe. And, yeah, this is going to be the only comparison. So, yeah, and I think he's a pretty good size. Transform this guy, it's really simple. You're just going to take this red panel and push it forward or down all the way. Make sure it's lined up perfectly. Then you're going to unpeg the arms from the sides of the legs, if you can. It gets a little bit tight. And then make sure everything's straight. Fold this piece back. Turn it all the way around. Then you can push this red piece in. Fold them down, flip the arms around, and there you have a driftish looking thing. You know, Drift was a lot harder to build than I anticipated, and I didn't want to reuse Bumblebee again, so I decided to go with this. You can change this gold piece to a black piece, but it just made him look a little bit more like Hot Rod than I intended, so I decided to leave it a gold piece. And I think this looks pretty good for a robot mode. He sort of does look like Hot Rod. His vehicle mode doesn't look like Hot Rod's vehicle mode, but his robot mode definitely does resemble Hot Rod in some aspects. And this red piece does stick out a little bit, but it's the only red on this mini Drift, and I wanted to keep it because without that it didn't really look like Drift. Looked more like Hot Rod again. But yeah. I do really like this guy. He's sort of a standard human robot figure, I guess. The one defining feature about this guy is his weapons, and they have to have these pieces on them just so they can attach to the back and to his hands. So, yeah, there is Drift with his swords, and that definitely makes him look a lot more like Drift. So he has the back of the helmet, the top of the helmet, the swords, the little part poking out right there. Yeah, and I think that looks pretty good. You can get some decent poses with this guy. I get some cool walking poses. There is Drift, and he's very simple. Now into comparisons. Here he is compared to Optimus. Get those guys standing. There is that comparison, and this is pretty accurate. I was rewatching some scenes from the movie, and Drift was way down here, while Optimus is way up there. Here is Drift compared to Sideswipe. So yeah, two guys with swords. That's pretty much it for his robot and vehicle modes. And now I will get into how to build this guy. So this is his main body piece. It's using one of these new 1x2 hinge clip pieces rather than a 1x3, and then a 1x2 clip piece there. That'll clip in like that, and then you'll take your 1x1 just plate there for the windshield, and then you have a tooth piece as for the back of his head, and just to bulk a little bit, make it look a little bit better. And this is a Travis brick connected to some gold pieces there, and that just flips around to look like that. And then this piece has a plate on it that goes forward. It sort of helps fill in the gap right there in vehicle mode a little bit more in the hood, but not all the way. So that is the main section of the car. And then the other parts, the doors and the hood, are made up of 1x4 hinges with a 1x2 plate on the inside of the leg, a jumper plate there, a slope there, and that just clips on right there. Just make two of those go on each side. Then you can take the arms, which are just 1x3 clips, studs right there, and then clip there for movement. And I'll just go there. And then you got your 1x2 plate on the back. And so that's practically him. But you can see how these are made. Just very simple. Very, very simple little swords. That is pretty much it for Drift. Very short video. Not very complicated. Most people could probably build them, except, you know, it might not have this piece. But you can just substitute with a 1x2 plate here and then a 1x3 clip here. And I think that would look fine. Look a little bit more like Hot Rod in his vehicle mode. But that's practically it. That's all. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, which I have no idea what it'll be about. Probably something that I'm working on. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.